While jobless claims are at an 8-month low, unemployment rates across the U.S. are varying. Since last year, the unemployment rate in 18 states has fallen by 0.5 percentage point or more. Maryland and Massachusetts are leading the way, each one with about 1.5% drop. But 3 states plus Washington, D.C. have seen those claims rise. Jobless numbers in New Jersey and California are up about 1%. So Al Root joins us now in Studio 57 right here. Good to see you, Al. You're a writer for Barron's.
Yep.
I'd love for us to dive right in. So for the most part, the labor market has withstood the Fed's interest rate hikes over the last several months. Why are states like California and New Jersey lagging behind in jobs?
It's a good question. First of all, I think that the underlying message is the labor market's pretty strong, right? So even in California or New Jersey, we're talking about an unemployment rate under 5%. So that's not terrible. The individual stories of the states, you know, it is sort of about local economies and taxes and things like that. In a state like Maryland, you have a lot of government jobs. It's good to be associated with the government these days. There's lots of spending.
Except for the shutdown. But
except for the shutdown.
We've gotten into that today.
Somehow government employees will still, and senators will still figure out how to pay themselves.
Yeah.
And then in other parts of the country, you know, so even in areas like Texas and Florida, the unemployment rate is up. But they're still relatively strong economies. Like if you look at California, New Jersey, the economy is still growing. It's just doing a little bit worse. Take New Jersey, there's a lot of life science work. There's a lot of financial service work. These are the sorts of areas that aren't as strong as leisure, construction, places, areas of the economy that are adding jobs at a faster rate.
I see. So last week's jobs report showed unemployment claims still below that pandemic low. Do you expect this trend to continue into the fall and winter, though?
Yes. Okay. So, you know, we get jobs next Friday, first Friday of every month. We're looking for about 130,000 jobs. We have seen this period of normalization, right, where everything was sort of crazy after the pandemic, right, where there's big jobs numbers and nobody could predict and low jobless claims and sort of everybody getting back to work. Now it's a little bit balanced in normalization. So the underlying strength of the economy, it's still doing okay. The labor market is still okay. So we should still say relatively muted jobless claims and still some decent job growth. And then, of course, ironically, that might lead to higher rates and then slowing the economy down.
So I feel like, you know, I feel very young, but for some reason, I know a lot of people with kids about to go to college or in college, besides working for the government. What recommendations do you have? What areas are pretty strong right now that people should get into?
Well, that's philosophical. I have a kid who's going through senior year at college, very stressed out. You need to do what you love. And that pays a reasonable wage. And then these things are so cyclical. Like one of the strongest areas of the economy right now is leisure. But that's because we were all spending on goods and now we're all taking vacations.
Right.
But, and actually one of the weakest areas of the economy is IT. And this is like Amazon's layoffs. We've read these stories, Facebook's layoffs. Yeah. So in general, it's still good to be sort of an educated service, knowledge-based worker, whether that's financial services, whether that's IT. Those are where some of the better jobs are. There will always be room for software programmers in this economy. Always.
Well, you know what? It's a great advice from a father to their kids. Just follow your heart, follow your passions. But, you know, if there's IT in there, you're going to do okay.
She doesn't listen.
She doesn't?
No.
Al Root, thank you so much. Appreciate your time.